With effect from 1st July 2021, TDS and TCS provisions are amended to levy double rate of tax. We'll see it in details in the coming video. So stay tuned and do watch and do subscribe. Budget 2021 brought new provisions for TDS and TCS, wherein it requires that income tax return non-filers for past two financial years are subjected to higher tax deducted at source or at tax collected at source. If TDS and TCS deduction was rupees 50,000 or more in each of those financial years. How to determine whether the tax rate will be applicable at normal rates or at higher rates, wherein we have to identify that the person to whom we are making the payment is a specified person or not. Then if the person is specified person, then tax rate would be applicable in case of TDS or TCS as follows: twice the rate specified or prescribed rates or at 5% of sum payable. Suppose in case of individual HUF, if work contract is allocated or any contract job is allocated and tax rate is applicable at 1%, then in this case we have to identify if the person is specified person, then tax rate would be twice the rate specified. That is, it would be a 2% or the prescribed rate 1% or at 5% of sum payable. So whichever is highest. So 5% would be the tax applicable in that case if the person is found as specified person. Let us see the applicability of TDS and TCS new deduction provisions. These provisions are applicable to the following types of payments: contractual payments, professional fees, rent, commission, interest, dividends, purchase, sale of immovable property, etc. Types of payments are excluded such as salary, PF withdrawals, TDS on cash withdrawals, that is mainly for banking companies. In addition to the increased regular compliances under direct and indirect taxes, the TDS and TCS compliances are really troublesome for the business owners. It increased compliances on part of it to require and deduct TDS and TCS at each point of payments or booking of the expenses. The Central Board of Direct Taxes came out with one utility to identify the specified persons, and now in the coming video we'll see how the utility is to be get registered and what is the process step by step. So do watch the video till the end and do subscribe and like the video. To register on the compliance portal utility, go to the reporting portal at https report.inside.gov.in. The link is provided in the description along with all the steps and the stages to be followed. On the reporting portal homepage, click on register button to get registered. On click it will direct you to the income tax e-filing login page wherein you have to log in using your TAN login credentials, wherein select the reporting portal under the pending actions given in the main menu bar. It will direct you to the reporting portal wherein new registration option is to be clicked and continued. When we have to select the compliance check for tax deductors and collectors, and in the entity category will be displayed based on TAN category, that is like individual, HUF, partnership firms, company, LLP, etc. More users can be registered at this instance, adding the details of such users. Otherwise, the same can be done after registration also, and at initial registration stage, the principal officer can be registered. On click next, the required field details would be asked for business related information and the principal officer details. Once we fill up those details and review it and get it confirmed, it would be finalized. Once we submit the registration request, acknowledgement would be generated and the request would be put to the income tax department, and once it is get approved, notification email will be shared with the principal officer along with login credentials. Friends, do watch till the end. Now we will see how to access the functionality on reporting portal utility. We'll go to the reporting portal URL. Then on the left sidebar of the reporting portal homepage, click the login button. We'll put the required credential received on email from income tax department. First login password has to be replaced with new password. In case of principal officer's PAN, if it is registered for multiple forms, then you need to select the form type as compliance check and associated ITDREIN number from the drop down list given in the secondary menu. To identify the details of specified persons, click on the compliance check for section 206AB and 206CCA link provided as marked in the video. Friends, order under section 138 1A1 of the Income Tax Act 1961 dated 21st June 2021 has provided this mechanism and given a helping hand to the assessees and the CF fraternity. Now we get registered to the compliance portal. Then how to see the database whether the person is a specified person or not, and what are the plus points and benefits that we'll see in the upcoming video. So stay tuned and do watch Vision Tax and Amol Shirode both YouTube channels. Thank you.